just need enough enemies that rhyme with swear words that we could just completely... Like The Good Place.
And that's our cold open. Hello, one and all, and welcome back
wow.
to another session of Seeking the Hidden Realms. I am your GM, Joshua McGregor. My pronouns are he, him, and I am joined by a group of wonderful people. Say hello, wonderful people!
Hello, people.
Bra, bra, bra! We are a couple people short, but hopefully we will gather more allies as the story goes on. But for now, we are joined by Alberta.
Hello, my name is Alberta, and my pronouns are she, her, and I play Suzie Coin, whose pronouns are also she, her.
And Carrie.
Hi! I'm...
It's that toad energy.
Keegan Michael Key getting the fucking bit. I'm Carrie, who's in a really weird mood, whose pronouns are they, them, and I play Piuwhgieawrg, who uses he, they pronouns.
Wonderful. And last but not least, Kieran.
Hi, my name is Kieran. I use he, him pronouns. At the moment, I guess I play Gymnopus, who's just an it.
Yep. Incredible.
Yeah.
You currently have the Dendro Tinct name card still up because I didn't make one for Gymnopus.
That's cool.
But we'll update as necessary going forward.
Kieran will spend the next 3 hours as a dead body.
Yeah.
Spoilers for the last session.
Speaking of last session, last time we left off, you all did battle with the Buck of Autumn, a very powerful fae indeed. And when you got him down to half health when you got him down to 0 hit points, instead of dying, he activated his mythic trait, regaining those hit points, covering the land in a magical darkness, and began to hunt you in that dark. But thanks to once Ravenall, then Pethros, now Merlin, releasing some of the chaotic wild magic from her body, shining light in the area, you were able to see and fight back, and eventually, Piuwhgieawrg, you were able to defeat the Buck of Autumn.
I can't take all the credit.
In that fight, thanks to a wild magic surge, Piuwhgieawrg created a perfect clone of themselves.
Yeah.
Identical in every way, in the most existentially nightmarish situation possible.
Yeah.
And the original died. And the perfect clone, it's like completely the same in every way, is now the Piuwhgieawrg that we are following in this story.
Why say it like that, Josh? That's gonna give me and Porgy an existential crisis.
That's how it is.
Jeez.
Additionally, Dendro did perish. However,
He croaked.
the croak. There you go.
He croaked.
Don't applaud him for that.
I'm applauding. Oh, I have to. No, that was good.
No, I reject that.
But since Kieran is in fact playing Gymnopus, the Cerebroblex, an eldritch entity, it is simply a matter of recovering the body, which is what was communicated to Suzie, who has been bonded to you. After the fight, you guys made your way back to the Watchtower and through the Watchtower into the city. Suzie waited up, got shot in the head, had a chat with the Blessing of Aranor, and had a very emotionally charged conversation with him, sort of getting him a little bit more up to speed on what happened to his real body and what has happened over the last couple thousand years. And then was revived, got a jetpack and rocket boots, and came through as well. You met up with Ro, who has made a pact with the being in his spade that his parents will be revived when they are at a sufficiently technologically advanced laboratory, and in exchange, Ro will not stop this being from getting their own body and going off. And that's where we are now. You guys have all met up in Wild Folks Folly. This is just before your long rest. And Merlin, as she wishes to be called now, you see that same rainbow glow flicker through her veins. And her silhouette starts to become fuzzy, and the rainbow particles begin to just like burst out of her body. She seems to be trying to hold it in, but can't. Is there anything that anybody wants to say to Ravenel at Merlin as she sort of goes, "This hasn't happened for a while, but I'm going to teleport away. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going or when I'll be back."
I'm not there.
You walked off.
I ran.
You
Yes.
walked off, that's right.
Kieran getting a character.
Suzie will just go, stay safe. If we're not here, and we haven't gone to meet the Silt Mother or anything like that, we might be in, and I whisper in her ear, Darren Fett.
Okay. I know where that is. And that portal opens, very much of the same kind, through which John disappeared, and through which Chesh disappeared, and by which Gorban Cole appeared a couple sessions ago, and she particleizes and disappears.
Can
Oh
we
yeah, where is him? Where's him? Where is he?
You can follow up on that if you would like to. What was this question super quick?
Can I try and see if I can see anything through the portal?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alrighty, baby. Hold on. 17.
17's pretty good. You see a dark space with some what appear to be sort of like some glowing blue dim light sources within it. And the look of some sort of machinery around. It's difficult to make out anything else.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Where are you, Piuwhgieawrg?
I just said I just ran off. I think the aim was to like get back into the forest and the way how I envisioned it was was to find a really big, thick tree and ram it.
Understood. So you once more go out of the city. Do you go via the teleportation circle? Are you going to like where the watchtower is, or do you just want to be like physically near Wild Folks Folly?
Sorry,
So
repeat the question.
You've got the city of Wild Folks Folly, right?
Yes.
And then there's a teleportation circle that goes to the watchtower over here.
Yes.
And I'm asking, what part of the forest do you want to be in? Do you want to be at the part of the forest nearer to the city, or the part of the forest nearer to the watchtower?
Nearer
and the
to
lab?
the city, yes.
Gotcha.
Because I just imagined going through the gates, like immediately, like running out. Like the people keeping guard is like, I do not want to touch that.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't want to get run over.
Kablini at this point is just like, let the Kagrian do what they want. Incredible. Yeah, you start ramming a tree. It's a good outlet, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that Suzie and Ro have Dendro's body, and it's just a matter of where you guys want to spend the night, or whether. So here's the deal. Here's the deal for you, Gymnopus.
Yeah.
You're in your ship.
Yes, they are.
Correct. Go ahead and give me a scan or a probe check, if you'd be so kind.
You got it. Let me just bring up my
Yep.
ship sheet, because I think I'm good at scans.
You are. Holy fuck, yeah.
I got proficiency for my wisdom scan.
Yep, so you get a +7 to this roll.
That'll be for 7, 18.
An 18.
Mhm.
You make your way through the astral sea, and I don't think we've had a proper explanation of what this space is. This is the dimension of the dreaming that exists between. It is a realm of belief in and of itself. People's relationship with the concept of space is incredibly strong, to the degree where it radiates out in a way that some other domains of dreaming don't. Many gods are localized because people who believe in them are localized as well. And so you will find often that various cultures on different worlds who have similar beliefs worship different deities and aren't able to access the domains that they're from a different world. But with space, especially in the age of space travel, the conscious and subconscious shaping of the dreaming is such that people of ages long past learned that one could enter into that dream of space and pass through distances far too vast to cover in actual space.
Yeah.
And while the people who made your ship had a very blunt force approach to getting in and out, the people who created you had a much stronger ability in relationship with the astral sea. The astral sea is everything that people think of space. Vast, sure, but populated by dream things, often half-shapen, subconscious, gargantuan beings. This is often called the graveyard of the gods, for here dreams come to die, and titanic forms, which might be the crust of a destroyed planet, might be the body of a titanic form, drift across your way as you make your way, feeling very small in the expanse. Nebulous clouds, feeling both beautiful and eldritch and dangerous in nature, are common here. And there are many places where one might hide from prying eyes, which has been to your advantage up to this point. You send out your scans into this space as you move through the astral sea towards Ipia, and you weren't far. But the thing that's keeping you from getting there as quickly as you would like is the amount of care that you are taking, because the others were not far either. Your hunters, with whom you did battle in the Inalosan Nebula.
Yep, they're around here somewhere.
The Githyanki are around here somewhere.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. 18 is a very good scan check. If you're in a rush, you can take a risk of being found out and get there in the next hour, or you can take the time and the party will be able to complete a long rest before you make it to Ipia. That's your choice.
I'm 100% taking my time. I'd check in around every corner, under every carpet. Round every nebula cloud.
Wow, Gymnopus being generous.
Trying to stay alive.
Trying to stay alive. So you are all of the crew of this ship simultaneously. Go ahead and give me a hide check with advantage. So this is a dexterity stealth check.
Okie dokie.
Ship's dexterity plus your proficiency if you have it.
Right, so 12. So +1 for the ship dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
And then there I am. Don't think I do. Okay.
Does Dendro have proficiency in stealth?
He does.
Then you do as well.
So.
And it's your proficiency as well.
And it's my proficiency, which is a +5. That's good. So that makes it a dirty 20.
1 sec. Dirty 20 is very, very good. It will be very difficult to perceive you from the Piuwhgieawrg side of things, and you take your time. Carrie, Piuwhgieawrg, rather. Well, first of all, Suzie, do you want to go after Piuwhgieawrg, or do you want to sort of set up for the night?
I'm gonna go after Piuwhgieawrg, but the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna think to Gymnopus. Do you want me to take anything from? Do you want me to take anything from Dendro?
Collect. There was a couple of poison vials. They can be useful.
All right.
If you want to spatter them on your dagger, or if you see if you can coat your bullets in them, but there was some poison and acid vials.
All right.
See if you can remove his arm. The robotic one, not the flesh one.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Because that was you could do some shock attacks with that. I don't know if you can like jury rig it. It seems a waste to leave behind.
All right.
Yes. You know that the way that would work is you could in theory get somebody with expertise in this with technomancy to transfer the cantrip and spell from the arm to another device.
Mm-hmm.
But just carrying an arm around, I mean, you absolutely could, but you need proficiency in arms.
Are you proficient with arms, Suzie?
If they're the fire type, yes.
Yeah, no, this is body type.
Then no.
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 No, we'll maybe leave that attached to the body for now.
All right. I'll ask if maybe I know someone who might be able to do that, who may owe me one potentially. I get the vials, being careful not to touch Dendro's skin.
Absolutely.
And with the Dendro's poison ability is like by choice, and he's dead, so he can't choose to poison you.
Yeah.
So you can touch his body.
All right, cool. Thank you. I
appreciate you carrying him on a stretcher the entire way.
Well, we were pretty close to Dad, so
yeah.
Also, like, I don't know how strong each of us is, so but it's yeah. All right. I'm gonna collect those poison and acid vials.
Great.
Oh, and he's carrying he's carrying 5 red vials.
Are these like what you fed to me?
Yeah, take care of those.
All right.
Don't drop them.
I will endeavor not to drop them. Thank you.
Don't confuse them with healing potions.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do they look anything like healing potions other than being red?
Do they look anything like healing potions?
Other than being red?
No, they don't look like healing potions.
I'll label them later just so that no one gets confused if, like, I'm knocked out and they need healing potions to bring someone up.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've told them I have healing, but I'll label them. The healing potions. I won't label these, like, Gymnopus juice or something.
Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Alright, I am gonna take my leave, and I'll just say to everyone, no one disturb Dendro's body, alright? And just be careful, because he's poisonous.
The others understand.
Alright. I head out to find Piuwhgieawrg.
Yep. We'll say that Ro and Atlas bring Dendro's body back to the ship, shall we?
Yes.
Lovely. And you head over to yes, Kablini's very much like that way as soon as he sees you.
Thank you.
And you hear the rhythmic bam, bam. Leaves are shaking, falling down.
I make my way quietly in terms of how other things can hear me, but not being totally silent, because I don't want Piuwhgieawrg to be surprised by me showing up.
Pass it to you, Piuwhgieawrg.
I'd offer you to join, but you don't have horns to ram with.
This is true. I could shoot at it if it would make you feel better.
I feel bad for the tree, to be honest.
Yeah. I understand. Do you want to kill me? Because I'll just come back.
No, Suzie, no.
Okay. The offer's on the table.
I'm like your gay best friend, Suzie. That'd be the least gay best friend thing to do.
You're not like my gay best friend. You are my gay best friend.
Never has Porgy felt so validated outside of Ursuline, because loving family and all that.
Yeah.
Well, as your gay best friend, I feel like it is one of my duties to make sure that you don't die.
That's fair. It's one of my...
At least perma dead.
Yeah. It's, as your friend with a lot more experience in fatal situations, it's kind of my duty to make sure you don't die. And I failed at that today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What does death feel like to you?
I mean, I don't know how much... It's silence and darkness. And it's peaceful, it's restful. And then there's a path. And something is pushing me towards that path. and I'm gonna go down it. And then something pulls me back. Every time. Get the
It's been
feeling.
a rough day.
Yeah, it has.
It's nice to know that they went as peacefully as they could have. I guess I just realised that I would give my life for John. But it doesn't mean anything if I can't find him again, alive. So I'm sorry if I've been reckless.
You've been pretty good. I'd say that there have been more reckless than you in this group. But I appreciate this sentiment. You're new to this. We all try and see how we can stretch things. Like how we can stretch and find our place. What are we good at? What can we do? We do that whether we're new or not, but there's a lot of it when we're new. And my job is to make sure you can do as much stretching as you want, but you never tear anything permanently. So I'm basically like your physiotherapist.
Ah, the gay best friend and the physiotherapist. It's a really catchy duo title.
It really is. It really is. Definitely the catchiest thing I've ever been called. Let's get you some nice rest, okay?
Yes.
We'll deal with stuff in the morning, but for now, you need to rest. You've taken a big hit. You've been, like, physically and psychologically. It's a lot to be struck with. You're processing a lot, and sleep is good for that.
Let's go.
And hey, maybe when you sleep, you'll have a dream of a super cool god. But we'll give you more information on where your husband is, or how we can get there. Or we'll make
Maybe I can invite you again.
That would be pretty sweet.
That'd be really fun.
I would like to come along if I can next time. Let's get you back.
It's more fun when the fun is shared.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Want to hop on my back and we can gallop back?
Yes, please.
Get on.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. I hop on.
Hooray!
And your gay best friend and your gallant steed.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Is that the word?
Gallant?
Gallant.
Gallant.
Valiant.
I was confusing.
And
Yeah, I was confusing the words valiant and gallivant. And maybe gallant.
A gallant
Anyway.
gallivanting steed. That's wonderful. You guys go back to the ship and take your long rest there. All of the hit points and leveling ups and all of the things that are needed for things.
Well,
good
for that.
Good dead acting there, Kieran.
Wow! So dead.
Tilly just super quick updates you. I've gotten all of the sort of like cameras and bugs and the microphones and wires and things that I can find up out of all of the sort of workings of the ship and around. I couldn't do anything about the actual like programming that's in the ship, obviously.
All right. Thank you.
No, I gave it a go, but it's not within my skill set purview. Yeah. So I've done as much as I can.
You've done amazing. Thank you.
I have a question. I have a question, Josh.
Yes.
Teacher.
Teacher, who was this program installed by? Cerebroblex.
Yeah. Well, there are two pieces of there are two systems, foreign systems on the ship now. One which was uploaded remotely by the Warforged, and the other one which was installed by Cerebroblex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Would I have any knowledge on Cerebroblex malware and how to put it on a system or remove it?
I don't believe that you're... Well, oh, shit! Oh, yes! 100% yes!
Oh.
And then second question, I know Suzie can reach out to me. Can I reach out to Suzie?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that sounds reasonable.
Suzie.
Yeah?
Suzie.
I said yes, Jimmy.
This is cool. Hey, is that software, that malware still in the ship?
Yeah.
You want to remove it?
Yeah.
Cool. First, go to a console.
All right. I'm at the console. I say to Tilly, I'm gonna give it a go. Will you help me?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever I can do.
All right. Thank you.
Goes to the
Okay.
console on the opposite side of the cockpit.
Alrighty.
Open a command window.
All right. I open a command window.
Type in uninstall
Uninstall
dot
dot
virus
virus
dot
dot
exe.
exe.
Okay.
Enter.
Press enter.
Enter.
What happened?
What happened?
Little like bing, bing.
So great. Zoom is keeping us from that greatness. Didn't hear any
Oh,
of
you
that.
didn't hear any of it. No. Exactly. That's the sound. And you see like the program runs, and then the notification comes up. Scan complete. All viruses removed.
Tilly, I just remembered something from a long time ago. Here, let me show you how it works. And I demonstrate, in case you're ever in a bind.
Oh, thanks. This is actually the first thing that I tried. That's a false... The virus is the one that's presenting that text. That's not... It hasn't done anything.
You're so smart. Very clever. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, that's kind. No, that's like high school level computer programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy!
That's for calling me pussy.
Jimmy? Please help me uninstall this virus.
Yeah, if I can, I would like to give the information to remove it.
Yeah, 100%. This will be a... We're going to call it an investigation check. And you're going to have advantage from Tilly and disadvantage from you being the one to do this instead of Gymnopus. So you're doing it secondhand. So this is going to be a straight investigation roll. And you're trying to do something very, very tricky.
Is it related to space or starships?
It is related to space or starships. You do have a new feature about this, yes. What does that give you?
It doubles my proficiency.
Oh, no.
If I'm using a skill I'm proficient in, uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, this
I'm not.
This would be a ship data check. So
Oh.
let me just.
I have.
Can I help?
Tilly's already helping. You can't get two.
You gotta have 2 people help.
You can't have 2 people help.
Oh, that's what happens whenever I'm trying to bake something. You know, my mum tries to help, and then when my stepdad comes to be like, "No, we can't have more than one person helping." Too many cooks spoil the broth.
There you
Yeah.
go. This is actually going to be an intelligence history check.
Mine or the ship's?
It's going to be the ship's intelligence. No, wait. We're just going to use you. Like,
Okay.
this is going to be your.
All right. So proficiency is +3, so +6, and then my history is until okay, so +8.
Get a
That's
+8 to
8
this.
to this roll.
All right.
Come on, baby.
Let's set a DC before you roll, shall we?
Yes, let's.
It's a DC 25. This is very much embedded in their system.
Go virus.
This is
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys knew what they were doing.
Baby. Nah, it's a
Tides of chaos. I'm kidding. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
23.
Is it 23?
You
I will say you did Wild Surge, so you do have Tides of Chaos back. You can just do that if you'd like to.
No, I had
'Cause it
something
doesn't-
better.
Okay.
A new. Well, have we had the long rest yet?
No.
Oh, but
Oh fuck, I can't do it yet.
Then
wait, you
Rhea-
said we did have a long rest.
I said just before till he
Oh.
comes and talks to you, and then you added a bunch of stuff on.
I can't do it yet.
Okay. We'll leave that for now. You guys can try again in the morning.
All right.
And you,
I guess sorry, I'd try and help Suzie, but I'm just really tired. Can we try again in the morning?
Yes, let's.
Just do all of that again.
and you take a long rest.
Ah!
But while you are asleep,
Ooh.
once more, Piuwhgieawrg, you find yourself in the center of 8 paths branching out.
Finally, some normality in this chaotic universe. I never thought I'd say that about this weird crossroads place. I just knew it was a very excellent movie starring Britney Spears.
I love that this is the second time in the stream you brought up the movie Crossroads.
What? No, actually.
Yeah, yep. It was either last session or the one before. Yeah, not in this stream, but the stream overall.
Can I please ask if movies are canon in this world? Please.
Movies are canon. Go for
Thank
it. Just
God.
have fun. And I was just playing a game with my cousins, and it's also set at the same time period as this
Yeah.
campaign is set, and they're also referencing movies all the time.
Thank God.
My druid cousin, my cousin who's playing a druid.
I was gonna say, your cousin can turn into a bird. Hit me up. I wanna learn.
Absolutely. Had a whole thing where it was like, the staff chose me, just like how Bumblebee chose Shia LaBeouf.
Excellent movie reference.
Yep.
10 out of 10.
Absolutely. So, you are at the crossroads.
What are the signs?
The signs are luck, which you know leads to Avandra.
Mm-hmm.
Nature, lightning, which leads to Cord.
Mm-hmm.
Invention, pain, the ocean, tyranny, and tactics.
I love Ivandra. The tactics have been intriguing to me. Ah! Where's my coin? That was a big ass flip. Right. Where did it go? Where did it go?
I saw it on the screen. Did it go past your camera?
It went actually behind my monitor. I'm going down tactics.
Good choice.
Okay. As you begin to make your way down tactics, you could just go ahead. super casually roll a d20 for me.
Anything added to it, or just a
No.
flat roll?
Just a flat roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
8.
That's fine.
Okay.
You you
Hate
make
that.
way down the path of tactics. You find yourself on a red plain.
I'm writing this down. Augie has a dream
Smoke
notebook.
rises from various points of the plain, a foul stench in the air. And you seem almost to come to the crest of a small hill and look down and see the strewed debris and aftermath of a battle. And beside you, there is an enormous war tent open at the front, and standing behind a table, a tactical map of the battlefield upon it, stands a tall orc warrior. Long tusks, strong build without looking bulky or like bodybuilder, wearing well put together armor, helmet on the table, an array of weapons in various displays around the tent, figures on the board. This orc looks up as you approach. Piuwhgieawrg.
Why do you all know my name?
It's a whole thing with having your own godly domain. You got all these powers and shit.
Right.
It's not a mind-reading kind of thing. It's just, the identity of the person who has entered my realm.
Did I have to take a number before arriving? And I'm like one of your list of patients that you have to see.
Well, if we had followers, then there is a kind of metaphysical version of that, but no.
Okay.
Myself and the others you've encountered thus far are in the same boat. We do not yet exist in the consciousness of the vast majority of people. And thanks to people like you who can seek us out, we have a chance at surviving. I am Ilnaval, tactician of Grumsh, god of the orcs.
That's a really awesome name, but can you please write it down for me?
Of course I can.
It's just everything's a lot easier to process once it's all written down.
Grumsh is gone now, but I remain. Out here in this strange existence. And you have a problem.
I have many. Which one would you like to talk about?
Well, I think it's high time we get some strategies in place for you to find your husband.
Thank you! Finally, someone's making sense!
There you go. Listen, Cord is great to have on your side, but a bit of an idiot. And
He really means well.
he
but
does. He
yes.
absolutely does.
Don't tell him I said that, though. I love him.
That's exactly it. Like, we'll both keep our opinions to ourselves, but, like, we love him, right? He's
yes,
great.
of course.
And Avandra is muchos bueno.
If I was straight, would try.
Oh, we've all tried.
Okay.
I mean, all of us.
Not a girl boss. Doesn't take any of your shit.
No. No, she's very cool.
She's very cool.
And probably the most helpful. Well, there are others who would be helpful, but in a less pleasant way.
Let's not talk about that.
I'm glad you came to me.
Cool! So, What's on this little map here?
Oh, this was one of the last battles of Acheron.
Korob.
You don't really... This realm used to be the heaven of the orcs on the world of Cygalia.
Okay.
And when we were released and the heavens were dispelled, new realms took their place, and Acheron was no longer the heaven that the orcish people wished for. Endless
Sorry
battlefield.
to hear that.
No, it's a good thing, I think.
In what sense?
Well, this is eternal warfare. This is the eternal battlefield. This is where you would come as sort of a heaven to just be able to murder and go to war and kill people in sort of an endless cycle. As heaven. That's heaven idea. And that they want something more now is good. Our time is past.
So why are you still here?
Curiosity.
I can't fault that.
This new existence poses a challenge, and I'm interested in how we proceed from here, what we become, what the next incarnation is, and who we were going to meet, and how I could help. So, let's get up to speed. Do you want your friends here?
Yes!
Invite them on in!
Friends!
Suzie and Gymnopus, in whatever form you would like to be here, if you would like to be here at all. Actually, you're already in the dreaming. You don't get to be here. You're elsewhere in the dreaming dimension. It's just Suzie.
What?
Suzie shows up.
Suzie!
Hi. I think
Told
the others.
you I'd invite you.
Thank you. And seeing Ilnival, who are you?
Ilnival, tactician of the Orcish peoples. Very nice to meet you.
And you as well. Piuwhgieawrg, all of your dream friends are so good looking.
Oh, stop.
Hey, they're my gods.
Religious now, are we?
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's all good.
Anyway.
So we were just getting up to speed on getting. We're gonna try to figure out a plan to get John back.
All right.
Indeed. Any progress on this planet that he may have gone to?
Vulpikar?
Vulpikar.
Yeah, we researched it a few sessions ago.
Hang
If
on.
that's in this notebook or the last one, though.
One of the outlier planets within the Ismeran Empire.
Indeed.
The Ismeran god thought I can't read my handwriting. Planet was Derafel. Derafel loves religion. I'm just reading all of my notes.
That's all good.
Except Derafel maybe wasn't always his name.
Oh, I mean, that is entirely possible. Many gods have many names.
The colonizers were the gnomes, Dulcan, Human, Brelta, the Star Elves, and the planet Cygnus. Wow, I can't fucking read my handwriting. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there.
That's
I can't
all
read
good.
it.
All good. Well, we do have a little bit of knowledge about Darafel, and about Vulpikar. Obviously, one of us, Vondra's brother, was trapped on that world. And one of my people, who ended up becoming a god himself, very proud.
Oh, well done to him.
Will I meet them at some point?
If you go to Sigalia, you're almost guaranteed.
Sweet.
He's called the Home Finder now. He's such a cool guy. He and his good friend, who was my chosen, went to Vulpikar and only one came back. Very sad. But Thangrum, the Home Finder, has met Darafel in the flesh.
Fun.
Oh, yes. He seems like a real piece of work.
Oh,
As in really beautifully crafted and attractive, or really not nice?
Very, very bad.
is Merlin put in charge of erasing other people's cultures and religions so that a monoculture of Asmaran worship could be established? Is not a cool dude?
I don't know anything about that. I only know that he and his twin warred on Vulpikar, and that caused that planet's near destruction.
Twin?
Yeah. Darafel and Thrifiel, the two gods of Vulpikar.
Okay. Josh.
Yep.
When I chatted with Aranor,
Yes.
and he didn't recognize the name of Darafel, and I asked what was the name of... This is one of Jorn's siblings, right?
Yes.
What are those siblings? What are the names that I know of those siblings?
I will tell you now. Bum. The names of those siblings were Dural and Sejan.
All right. What do I know happened to them? And would I have known them as those names? Because I knew it.
Probably. So you know. So here's where the bit of putting things together comes in for you. You know Jorn, and you know that there were two other siblings, Darafel and Sejan. Now, and then you can put together, it's like, okay, and those two were twins.
Okay.
Right? And so you're like, oh, so Darafel had another name, and Sejan maybe took a different name.
Gotcha.
You know? So there's like, the back and forth that happens there.
Okay, I relay all of that to everyone.
Yes. Very cool. So yes, they warred on Vulpikar. The planet was nearly destroyed in their conflict, and a bunch of wizards got together and sacrificed themselves in order to cage these two gods. And that has been sort of the case on that world for a while.
Does Porgy know about the wizards in Susie's brain?
Oh, the previous gods in
Yes.
Susie's brain? It's up to you whether you've said.
I'm just wondering if there would have been a time when you told me.
It hasn't really come up.
We can say I don't know.
You would have heard you might have heard some weird stuff between me and Dendro. Maybe. But, like, there might have been, like, words here and there, but no, I haven't specifically...
Yeah, okay.
I have mentioned, though, that, because we were at Arceon's tower, I have mentioned that Arceon was responsible for my death, my initial death.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll say they caged 2 Assimilants.
Is that? I mean, yeah. They were able to cage a third god as well. It was a reliable magic that they were able to use.
I have never
Well, it's not as though it didn't cost them. It cost them their lives. It's costing their planet its life essence, which isn't great. And those 2 are going to get free at some point.
planet isn't an endless resource, I guess.
No. Not at all. It's a powerful one, tapping into the life essence of an entire planet to form a cage around a god. Ingenious. It requires constant maintenance from a large team of highly skilled magicians and artificers. And it's still going to fail. And it'll fail sooner than the world will die.
Do you know how soon it'll fail?
Impossible to tell without first-hand experience. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about John.
Yes, is he caught up in all of this?
Oh, I have no idea. If John is on Vulpikar, you have some leads to find that planet, to get there, right? If it was part of the Assimilate Empire, that means that the Unarl gates that the Assimilants used to travel between worlds once led to that planet. The Unarl gates are destroyed, but I've been doing some research. But if the coordinates once existed, it must be possible to find them. Right? They will be written down somewhere. There will be some record of some people who went there originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how they got there. And the planet itself exists.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are there any celestial markers that might help you find this planet? Well, you know, there was one thing. People talk about the density of the stars in the sky, and they talk about the presence of an enormous black hole.
I mean the ones that, you know, if you get sucked in, you kind of die.
Oh, dark stars, black holes are incredibly potent, malevolent entities.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'll destroy you on a level that no other being will. Yeah.
And you're telling us
Go ahead.
that that's where we should go?
I'm telling you, Vulpikar most likely at least is partially in the gravitational field of a black hole, yes.
Do I, from my experience traversing space, know of the locations of any black holes?
Go ahead and give me a history roll.
I don't
And
even
it's
think
about
I could
space.
help.
That's about space. It's about space.
Space.
17.
Beautiful.
I mean, they're few and far between in most places, but you know where there are. There's a supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy.
Q Muse.
Q what?
Q Muse. The song. Supermassive black hole.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Twilight was a shit movie, but the soundtrack to that first movie fucking
Beautiful.
slaps. Minus Robert Pattinson's weird song on it. That was just weird.
Just Robert Pattinson in that movie. Kristen Stewart in that movie. Just... Yeah, okay.
It's hard to work on a project you don't believe in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Destroys the soul. There are some likely places that you could find the coordinates to this planet if you wanted to get there without just guessing.
alright.
That would be helpful.
Well, if they were going to be written down anywhere, it would be in the data cores of the Edifetra Titans, right?
Fuck that.
So what you want is to find a data core, preferably of a dead Titan, but a living one will do, and extract the information you need. They should have a relatively complete star map inside each one. They did have
And
the
you know how
ability
dead Titans are remarkably easy to find.
I don't know that. Is that difficult?
Who found Titans? Where are the Titans that we know of?
I will tell you in a second. Yes.
Can I hear this conversation through Suzie?
In this space, no, you cannot.
No. Oh, that's fine then. I won't. Just as a side question,
Yes.
those Titan cores. Did you say those were the same as Gamathian orbs?
They are powered by Gamathian orbs. The data cores themselves are different.
Different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The Titans who have been found. The Tahiri Empire have one. There's one on Muranar, found by the Centaurs. Or a partial one found by the Centaurs. Obviously, Juthra was destroyed on this planet. There was one who was destroyed on Matazion. And I think the rest of them are lost.
There's
So
one on Envor.
what was the first one?
The first one was found.
Beginning with a T?
Oh,
The Dahiri Empire?
the Dahiri Empire. Yes, so the Edifetra Aspel was found on Dahiri Prime. The Edifetra Juthra was destroyed on Ipia. The Edifetra Kron, obviously, is on Unan. The Edifetra Yima was destroyed on Matazion. The Edifetra Yoin was destroyed on Muranar. And there's one other one. The Edifetra Ivar was found on Rizale. And is the source of the Rizalian overarchy's sort of like planet-sized mini empire. They have the firepower to match the Dahiri Empire, and they have one planet.
Great.
It's wild. Don't mess with the serifs of that planet.
Yep.
It's very,
Well, we're going to have to, aren't we? If we're going to have to find John by finding the coordinates, by finding a dead Titan.
There's other places. Who was the one found on Morinar?
Yoin.
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 It's a great name.
Do I have any contacts on Morinar?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Centaurs are pretty long-lived.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, Kron is alive. Apparently. Which is frustrating. But, I mean... Yeah. I don't want to fuck with the Tahiri without some major firepower.
So, does that leave Ivar?
I think...
Ivar?
Yoin? Ivar... Who?
Ivar was the Rosalian one.
Ivar, yeah, that was the one I didn't get down. Well, there's... Yima's been deconstructed.
Yeah. To the best of your knowledge, like, the Titan was destroyed and then became fractured AI, and then the fractured AI were destroyed.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
But, also, like, I'm not really supposed to go to Mata Zion right now. If we can find out what the fuck happened to Juthra on Ipia, that is a potentially promising if we could find out what happened to them. But the other main option, I think, would be more Anar.
Yeah. That is the center of the Anaran Assembly. The sort of, like, alliance of planets that stand in opposition to the Tahiri Empire in the galaxy.
Okay.
The
So...
good guys.
Yeah.
So, do we have a plan?
Find a data core, find the coordinates, go to the planet, find John if he's there. Seems about as straightforward as it gets.
I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. My ship can... I don't know. My ship might need some upgrades to go that far. How many? Can you... What's the closest planet I know has a... Aha!
I brought up the map of the
Thank
galaxy.
you.
Ah, that's a really great name for a planet.
Aha!
Have I ever been to the Furnace Worlds?
Nope.
Okay, so Rayara would be... Rayara or Ipia, actually. How many jumps from Ipia to the center of the galaxy?
2 or 3.
2 or 3? Alright. Alright.
It's...
So I could do it if I had the exact...
You don't go near... I will explain the problem. And you would know the problem.
Yeah, I'm not going into the center.
The Furnace Worlds aren't actually... They're there, but they are... That's a loose term for a collection of planets and stars in that general area. The center of the galaxy is a supermassive black hole, and a bunch of stars in various states of being consumed by that black hole, orbiting around it, or stars that are orbiting that and not yet being sucked in, with their own planetary systems and all of these stars and planets are crashing into one another and exploding and forming anew. And the Furnace Worlds are constantly, like, forming and then breaking apart and forming into different planets. And the only life that survives there is some of the most extreme magical bullshit ever. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you know exactly where you're going, you have a shot. And there are stars and planets that are relatively stable in that orbit, but if you don't know where exactly you are going, you run the risk, especially because it's not chartable, you run the risk of just ending up in a space, there being
Big bad splody.
an encounter, a big bad splody session in space. So it's, of all the places, this is, you need exact coordinates.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that my ship would be able to get to a place with the number of arcane units I can...
Right.
Would it be
Understood.
safe to assume that Volpachar... Because the races living on this planet, or at least who used to live on the planet,
Yes.
are not super extreme.
No.
Would it be safe to assume it's therefore further away from the black hole than the furnace worlds?
Yes.
Alright. So we could do it. We could do it. Probably. It's coming back is the issue. Alright. Alright. So I'm just gonna take one last look to see where we are. Okay. That's where Morinar is. Cool. Naval, is there anything else you can tell us you know of Vulpakar?
There's plenty to talk about in terms of the politics and beliefs of the people who live there. The good news is that John, being a Kagrian, would not set off any prejudicial alarms that they might have to tieflings or Azamar. So that's good. A Kagrian would simply be perhaps seen as a furbolg by those who don't know any better, or just as an extraordinary being of some description, but wouldn't be considered celestial or infernal, which is very, very important on that planet. It's a crapshoot as to where John might have ended up, if he did end up on that planet at all. And which faction would have picked him up. But the general sort of governing body is a republic in nature, democratic. They have a prejudice against the people who used to be in charge, who were wizards and artificers. But John, to the best of my knowledge, isn't either of those. So there wouldn't be a problem there.
Are they not like sorcerers?
It's not about your magic ability. It's about being part of the previous sort of mageocracy that was
Right.
that were the previous leaders of the world. So John would be all right there. There's no reason to believe that John would have been treated with anything but fairness by the people of that planet.
Okay, clarification, because you said Republican and then Democratic.
A republic, as in elected officials who meet, who pass laws.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries.
The Democratic Republic of Vulpakar.
Strangely enough, the dangers of that world being what they are, in all likelihood, John's in no more danger there than he would be anywhere else.
Okay.
So that's, if that gives you any ease of mind, or peace of mind.
I just hope there's a good baker on Vulpakar.
I have absolutely no idea.
You know, he's far away from me. I don't want him to go hungry. I mean, we'll never be as good as my baking, but
Nothing is.
something as close as. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't been able to bake anything whilst being on this planet. Can I bake something right now?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right.
Go for it. It's dream baking, so you can bake whatever you want in whatever quantity you want.
What have I rolled? Oh! I have made everyone a bear claw.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
I've forgotten what that is.
They're so good.
A sweet breakfast pastry. I love it when I look it up. It says it's a sweet breakfast pastry, but all it shows me in images are like bear paws.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah yes, the two go hand in hand.
It's a type of Danish, and it's...
Ooh!
Yeah. Piuwhgieawrg goes, oh, yes, please, replicates himself like a giant 20-foot bear claw.
Nice.
It's just like, I'm just gonna dig in.
Go for it!
And as he goes to, a winged shadow passes overhead. The top of the tent caves in, grabs the top of the bear claw, and lifts up.
Hey!
And starts like flying away, and you see up in the air, dragging under this like enormous form, of a periton, which is a giant bird with sort of like a monstrous skull face and antlers.
Okay, that's very
And-
fucking cool, but also, you stole a bear
Oh,
claw!
hey, Perry, get down here. Perry's my sort of messenger mount, being. Just, hey, come down here.
No relation to the Buck of Autumn, right?
Who the hell is that?
Just check.
Doesn't matter now, he's dead.
That's fun. I like that answer. And this, like, bird thing, lands, and Ildeval's like, I now gotta repitch the tent. Starts, like, eating this bear claw, goes over, and finds a message rolled up. Now this is interesting. Reads it. When you arrived, you seeking us out is a magic in and of itself. The manifestation of your desire to find John. It's one of the reasons why we can't be found by other people. But it has ripples, and those we can use, because they resonate back towards these worlds. And I've gotten a little something. That soundbite you got from Avandra.
Mhm.
I got a little bit more clarity on what that was.
My John!
Your John. I'm not going to be able to do the voice. I apologize. That's not my whole thing.
It's fine, it's a really specific dialect. I can't expect everybody to get it perfect.
It is, and it's not one that, like, orcs don't have it, and nobody on Sigalia specifically has it. Like, it's it's a very unique thing among your people. It's great. I have this transcript here. One man speaking, saying, I need someone on the outside, someone they won't be looking for. A conspiracy as big as I think this is could be hiding something calamitous for the world of Volpakar. Then I've got a John speaking, saying, Piuwhgieawrg is my everything, he's in pain, and I have to make it back to him. And this first man speaks again and says, I understand that, but I'm not in a position to help you find your husband, and won't be unless you help me first.
He's caught up in a conspiracy? Oh, John!
There's something
Johnny
going on
boy.
anyway. But that, hey, we got confirmation, exactly. John's on Volpakar.
That's great.
We've just gotta find Volpakar. John! We'll get to you!
I love this. This is good stuff.
I can't thank you enough.
It's my pleasure. Truly. For the next day, if you if you need tactical expertise on something, you have essentially a D10 of bardic inspiration to use on things that aren't abilities.
Ooh,
So on
heck
attacks,
yes.
attacks or saving throws, essentially.
So, attack save D10 on attack saving throws.
On attacks or saving throws. Yeah, but
Okay.
you can spend. It's a one-off thing.
Yeah.
This is a contingency.
Yes.
And he sort of like bottles the magic of a stratagem and goes, this is just a flash of inspiration for when you need it. And you basically like receive just a little pocket of, like a little burst of intelligence, a little burst of inspiration.
Ooh, I feel smarter.
It's nothing...
Just being around you makes me feel more smart.
Oh, thank you. You want to be sort of like helpful, but you also don't want to make people feel lesser than they are when you come up with ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a delicate balance to... Well, I'm used to... My buddy, my best friend in all the world, was this guy who was wonderful, and often I was the one presenting ideas, and in a way it was trying to help him feel like he wasn't dumb for not having the ideas. This is actually this is good.
Is there any way I can tell John that I'm on my way?
I can see if we can send, just like pulls that sound bit out of the air and just like holds it. I can try to imprints it into a piece of paper, rolls it up and gives it to Perry. We can see what happens. No guarantees.
I'll try anything.
Sounds good. All right, time about for you guys to wake up. I'll see you at some point in the future. Don't worry if you want to go meet the others and don't come back to me when you dream next. That's all
It's
good.
a pleasure to meet you, Ilnival.
Pleasure to meet you, Piuwhgieawrg.
Lovely to meet you, sir.
Oh, and Suzie, I apologize. Yes.
No, it's all good.
The Merlin shit is bad, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to help ultimately with that, but know that we are all on side. Bye! Boom! And we leave the dream. And you guys have woken up after a long rest and have 8 hours of sleep.
Gymnopus, you missed out on getting a bear claw.
They were delicious.
Sucks to be you, you pussy.
Kieran's face.
This is the second time I've insulted you.
Okay, so you have chosen violence.
Hey, it doesn't count. I'm not in character.
You have chosen violence.
I always
Oh,
choose violence. Not corgi,
incredible.
though. Great.
Okay.
Can't
All
wait
right.
to die.
You have 8 hours remaining on
Oh,
your
well,
timeline with an Ollie Laga. But at this point, Gymnopus, you are ready to break out of the astral sea if you would so wish.
Yeah, how long have I been here?
You've arrived sort of in the last 10-20 minutes
Okay.
in the astral sea.
You need to prepare. Is it possible to clear a sort of like a landing deck? Can I clear that space
Yeah.
of me? Just clear it out. Make it look all right.
I see.
You know, like when you got visitors come in and you do a quick clean of the house, you know, I want to, clean up.
The queen is coming!
Move it
Oh,
into
shit.
move it into other compartments.
Yes, absolutely.
Clean out a landing deck. And then after doing that, I guess dip out of the astral sea.
Take the cost of that off your out of your Gamathian orb.
That's another 10.
Yep. And you feel the surge of power radiate from this thing, and the astral drive whirs into life. This astrolab, centrifugal concentric centers, circles around this pulsing white orb that just... The ship rips open a breach between these dimensions, and your ship emerges into reality, and you are in orbit above Ipia.
Cool. Let's go silent as we can. I don't want any traces showing that I'm here. I mean, I've just ripped a big old hole in the astral sea, so anyone paying attention
Yeah, it
will
really
know.
stank.
Yeah.
And it closes behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It made a big old arcane stink. You better
it did.
believe.
Yeah.
That much magic energy going off.
Mm-hmm. Telepathically, I want to give Suzie my coordinates.
Yep.
I don't want to send those via any conventional transfer means.
Yep.
In case anyone's listening. And then just ask that you can... I've cleared a space. Time is of the essence. For me and for you on the planet. How quick do you think you can get up here?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll have to get rid of these viruses to go without being tracked to you.
I'm up in orbit. I'm not far.
Would the virus in place register, like, we've taken out their sort of like sensory connections as far as we know. I'll do a check. But the virus itself, if I like went up there, docked in a
anything that runs through the ship's computer is being logged.
Okay. Let me try and disable this thing.
Yes, go ahead and give it another check. This is a history check with advantage.
With advantage?
And disadvantage.
So just straight.
So just straight. And the DC is 25.
No, that's a 3.
Can I help? No, I'm kidding.
Tilly's given me the help action already.
Both of these are just too embedded in your ship. There is another option.
What's that?
Gymnopus could come to you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
How would you feel just like almost touching down?
Where did you land? Where's the Phoenix at the moment?
I give my exact coordinates telepathically.
Just east of Wild Folks Folly.
Just east of
east,
Wild
right.
Folks Folly.
Because like I don't want to draw attention, and I feel like making planetfall, people are gonna see me.
Oh, all right. If I
Is it like less populated areas on Ipia?
Yeah.
We could go find like a secluded area
All right.
to do the change, do the meet.
Light some candles. Put down a blanket.
I was thinking more like secret drug deals, but we
Oh.
could take that. We could take
There are
that
two
view.
kinds of people.
Secret drug deals and secret sexual rendezvous.
Cleared out a space in your ship for my ship?
Yeah, I did. How do
yeah.
you know?
I have a question.
Yes.
My ship, if I turned off all the sensory capabilities and if I fly blind, essentially,
Blind stick.
yeah,
Yeah.
with you telling me, like, you get an eye on my ship, I'll just go up, and then you get an eye on my ship, and then feed me the direction to go, like, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That
Would
doesn't
I-
sound like a disaster at all.
Would that leave something in the system to be...
All that would register in the ship would be that you took off, how much fuel you consumed, and that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I run this by Jimmy D. How does
Sure.
that sound?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Okay. This it's been my first. Yeah.
Do you want to be found by the Slipwreck Mining Company and the fucking Warforged?
I'm not scared of those guys.
Would it put me in a disadvantageous position if they found out that I knew you?
The Slipwreck and the Warforged?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, you've hung out with them. You went on their ship.
Would you be able to get rid of these viruses?
Oh, I can certainly give it a go.
Okay, well then... Okay, I gotta talk to the rest of the group.
No, okay.
Hang on a sec.
Good
Oh.
luck.
Okay, folks. Piuwhgieawrg, had you made anything for people to eat this morning?
Oh! Finally, that's allowed!
We're on the ship. We're
Tilly's
safe.
confused.
Oh, Tilly, they don't like... They don't like sweats on here.
What? That's ridiculous. You're amazing.
Well, thank you, but I rolled a 99.
Oh.
I made a baklava.
Ooh. Yum, yum, yum.
Baklavas for everyone.
Yay! That's silly.
Alright, folks. Once we've finished eating, let's do a real quick check of the ship. Just make sure Tilly's got everything. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing him counting down on a document. Let's just all do a big investigation check.
That you've got everything? Is that what you're doing?
Got all
All of
the
us.
bugs.
Yeah, go. It's a
Physical
big,
bugs.
big investigation check.
Can I do a scan of the local space?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
10.
10?
Can I help?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll advantage.
12. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like you've got everything.
Maybe just a bit.
That's chaos! I'm kidding.
Let's all go just outside the ship real quick. Just in case.
What?
Okay. Goes outside the
Suzie,
ship.
what?
So, you know how we had talked about other avenues for, Dendro?
Yes.
Dendro, in many ways, lives on. Because Dendro, the Dendro we knew, was like a... You know how when we were in fight and, like, the big ships would send out, like, a little ship?
Mm-hmm.
He was like a little ship of a big hive mind.
What, so he was like a spy?
I mean, I don't know if that was the intention coming with us. In my head, Jimmy D, was Dendro a spy?
A spy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Susie,
Wait,
Yeah?
is Merlin present?
No,
Okay, good.
that's not reassuring, Jimmy D.
wait! Is that... D that you've been talking to?
This has all been in my head.
Yes, but you're talking out loud.
No, I'm not.
She's talking
Oh,
in
for
her
fuck's
head.
sake.
Yeah. But I do just go obviously quiet for periods of time.
Suzie.
That was the hive mind. When...
Suzie.
You talk to the hive mind?
Yes.
Suzie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Both talking. One at a time. I'm just gonna let Jimmy D say something real quick, Piuwhgieawrg. And then I'll...
Always
You have a nickname for this bastard.
refer to me as Jimmy D.
That's not reassuring, Jimmy.
Well, Suzie, for the same reason that you didn't share with anyone that you're 2,000 years old, I'm not sharing my name. For the same reason that Ravenel didn't share her name.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
And Jimmy D is cute.
Aw, I'm glad you like my nickname for you, Jimmy D. Alrighty. So Piuwhgieawrg, this entity.
I promise I won't shout again.
No, that's all good.
This entity who we're calling Jimmy D.
Right.
You remember when Dendro gave me a vial of stuff?
No, I think I was busy vomiting mushrooms. Was I?
At which point, sorry?
No, I don't think you were vomiting mushrooms yet. Maybe you were? I can't remember.
No, it was two
When I was dying
sessions
in
ago,
the
yeah.
in the tower. When I was dying in the tower? You were there.
Yeah.
It was just before the...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Right, yes.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Alright.
A lot has
So-
happened since then, Suzie. It's hard to keep track.
So, Dendro gave me that vial. I panicked and I drank it because maybe it would help. He seemed very earnest. And in my head, I had a great chat with a couple of his Marins whose magic is in me, and also Jimmy D, who I met for the first time. And I'm a little connected to Jimmy D now. I'm bonded to Jimmy D now. But they can't absorb me into their hive mind, or else they'll get killed because there's a god in me trying to kill me. That's not exactly what it... There's someone who called himself a god whose magics from when he was trying to kill me and the place I'm from are in me. But there's also another person who called himself a god whose magics from when he was trying to save me and the city are in me. So, what was I saying?
So...
Right, so, right. We gotta get Dendro's body back to Jimmy D. Because that's where it came from. And Jimmy D could maybe make extra Dendros. I think only, like, one who can, like, be separate. But he can also make other people. But Dendro would live on that way in still being a part of Jimmy D.
Was Dendro ever real?
The Dendro that we knew was a being.
I don't know if that's the same thing, Suzie.
And Suzie was about to say something very insensitive.
Share with the class. You don't have to say it in character, but now I want to know.
I
No.
was gonna say, are you real? You're a clone.
Oh!
So she didn't, because she has some emotional
No,
intelligence.
that was a good choice.
That was a great choice.
Um,
Tilly just speaks up here and just kind of goes, magic is weird, and life is weird, and hive minds are a thing that happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you try to get into the nitty-gritty of, like, who is and isn't alive, then it calls into question the sentience of, like, Warforged and stuff, and it becomes this whole thing. And so basically on Impia, we just go, we just don't talk about it. Everyone's real.
the homeschooling they give you at the carnival is very good.
Madame Arcadia takes really good care of everybody and makes sure we get like a good general education, and a lot of like really important like social issues are just made very clear in a way that's very inclusive, and it's really nice.
That's
I'm
lovely.
really happy for you, Tilly, that
Madame
you got
Arcadia
that.
is really cool.
We're gonna save her ass.
I would like that. Yes,
So
please.
good. Speaking of,
You have 7
we're
hours
running
to
out
do
of
that.
so here's the thing.
Right, yes, let's just give Dendro back.
Yeah, and we can process this more once we've finished our stuff here, because I'm also processing, because I don't know if this being could be fucking lying to me up the wazoo, because it's kind of hard to read someone who's in your head, who you're not, like, face-to-face with, and also doesn't have a face except the ones that he can create, presumably. And he's just kind of like a big, brainy, tendrily guy, and he's really...
he sounds more and more appealing the more you talk about him.
Yeah, he's really glad that Merlin isn't here for some reason. And do you remember how Merlin told us about the weird encounter that she had?
It's not related to that.
He's saying it's not related to that, but it's weird that he was listening for that specific.
The Jimmy doth to protest too much, methinks.
Indeed. So
Kind of something we can't get into until Merlin's here.
Give the body back. Sorry, I just realised I was shouting.
Okay.
Real quick, Jimmy, can you separate the arm from Dendro's body, or do you need me to do that?
No, I can take it off. Yeah.
Okay. Let's shall we?
Friends, we have 7 hours.
Yeah. Let's
Less
go,
talking, more doing.
Let's go up into space and dock on this ship, and
I thought I was coming to meet you.
That's what I thought the plan was.
right.
On
Just
this
wanna-
point.
Yeah, I just want to know what I fucking
A
scanned for, Josh.
long
I'm
time ago,
scared.
I asked you for a scan check and you got a really good roll.
Yeah.
A 26.
A
I saw.
26. A smooth, even slipping
Oh, fucking
between
shitballs.
dimensions.
No.
The Githyanki flagship and several other Githyanki warships
Can I
pass
see that?
from the astral sea. This is in space.
Okay.
They are a good distance away. They are out of the line of fire, range of fire of you at this point in time, but you see the fleet, and there is no chaos around you to hide in this time.
Right. Would I be able to hide from them if I landed on the planet?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then I'm just as quietly as a spaceship can, fucking booking it.
Would I know of a place that's kind of a bit more isolated, that's nearby to quickly get to?
Anywhere in the woods, really.
All right. I describe a place to meet, and
We're
let's
going.
not land because the planet might try to eat you or
No,
something.
I'm landing.
I mean, we could just hover and I could fly into you.
Do you know how much fuel that costs? All right, fine.
Okay, okay,
fucking
okay,
going.
guys, let's go.
You go to land. Do you land on the planet, or do you not land?
Hovering.
You hover. Your scanner. I'm letting you keep the 26 for all of this. The Githyanki ships are tracking you. They're following you.
But the planet is moving through space.
Basically, these ships,
Unlike the stationary planets.
Yes.
so long as your engine remains on, these ships are going to come for you.
Oh, fucking land.
You land.
Turn the engines off.
And wait for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour as You wait for these guys to come to where you are. The ships have not landed. The ships do not converge on your location. You seem to be alright for now. It takes you half an hour to make your way to where the pathogen has landed on the planet.
What does it look like?
Do you want to describe this spaceship?
I'll do you one better if it's okay. If you're giving me control to describe it, I'll put a little picture in the group chat.
Do it!
Can you
I
pull up
love
the
pictures.
group chat, please?
Of course. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, why don't we break now?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. And that gives time before we go into this next bit. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye!
Oh, I did that and then I wasn't anywhere near the intermission. Bye! We return! Ah!
I have tea and a croissant.
And, this ship is fucking rad.
Oh my god.
Jeez!
Oh, where's the picture?
It's in the group chat.
Oh, I thought you meant in the Zoom chat.
I love
That's
it.
that's how I would
Whoa!
look in space.
She's so cool.
That's fucking rad. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I shall mute myself whilst I eat my croissant.
All good. You guys make your way towards this ship, which has landed. But before you arrive... So...
Hey.
You're here.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you've got my memories, so you know what's hunting me.
I do.
They're out there, like, really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they know better than to land here.
Good, good. I want to settle that debt.
Yes.
Cool. How does 4 lifetimes sound?
4 lifetimes
Yeah.
feels proportionate to your
Good.
greatness.
I don't know, like, how to give them to you, but, like, do I have to, like, name them and you take them?
Are you giving me personalities, or are you giving me lifetimes?
Lifetime memories. I saw you took memories, so I figured rather than, hey, like 1 or 2 memories, how about all of the memories of 4 different lifetimes previous to meeting me?
Name the lives you're giving to me.
Dendro, Piuwhgieawrg, Suzanne, and this one will tickle you. Ickle. How's the memories of a dragon sound?
It has been too long since any of their kind were taken into my network. This is a kingly offer, and you will be welcome on this world for a long time.
Good, because I might be here for a while.
Be welcome, and you feel those memories are drained from you. And with them, any proficiencies that you would have gained from those personalities disappear. Any standing copies you have of Susanna Jones, Dendro, Tinkt, Eichelkron, or Arnbjorg vanish, and you can no longer make copies of those people.
Nope.
You just gave up your dragon form. That's a big
did.
deal.
Because I don't want to fucking die.
You could have been a dragon. Fuck.
I have been a dragon.
And they are absorbed by the world, and there is a calm that ripples out from a pressure you hadn't noticed was there. Almost like the disappearance of a white noise into the real silence.
Mhm.
Which makes you all the more aware of just how crushing and oppressive the consciousness of this planet is when it decides to be.
Yeah.
And
I'm like a small animal taking shelter in a bear's cave.
your ship is covered by the trees and the growth and is hidden from the sky.
Yes.
You guys arrive at this ship. It looks fucking rad. And it's big. It's much bigger than the Phoenix. Worth noting.
Jimmy?
That looks terrifying, actually.
Gorgeous. Jimmy?
Why don't we have that? I'm kidding. It's also that's a pun because I'm a goat. Anyway.
Jimmy?
Go for Jimmy.
What are your pronouns?
All of them.
All right. They're that way, I say. Aha. Pointing out the ship. You saw the ship. I just wanted to get that straight. I realized I hadn't asked because I had just sort of been assuming because of Dendro.
However you want to address me is fine.
Yes,
Careful.
queen. Slay. Absorb. Assimilate that runway.
Assimilate that runway.
You just wait.
Name of the episode.
It has to
Assimilate
be.
that runway. Hell yeah. All right. How do we board? And do you want us to come in as the ship? Or
Yeah, I mean, I've played a little dock.
all right. We'll
Yeah.
dock. Thank you.
And you guys dock inside the pathogen.
Jimmy,
Yo,
do you promise not to try and assimilate any of my buddies? Right now?
right now,
Wait, what?
Right, like while we're on the ship?
I promise.
I
Did you say
imagine
that out loud or in your head?
In my head.
Okay, good. I don't think Piuwhgieawrg wants to know that.
I know I can't control you in the long term, but like,
In the moment, more impressive matters.
alright.
All right.
Right.
I should get him.
What
Because
would
canonically, he's out there.
Making
What would
movies.
Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey be as a D&D character?
Gunslinger.
Ooh,
Gunslinger.
Oh!
That's pretty cool.
warlock.
There was that
Warlock,
one movie. I had to analyze it in media studies class. Sorry, this is a huge tangent. Matthew
It's all good.
McConaughey, like, just it was like this big action scene, and then Matthew McConaughey did this like shitty action movie monologue, and then just screamed and just jumped into the mouth of a dragon. I was like, oh.
Yes, Rain of Fire.
It is that. Yes, it was that movie.
It's great. It's shitty action
Maybe
movie,
Carrie
but
didn't
it's
think it
fun.
was.
It's dumb fun in the way that tickles my brain in a good way.
Oh, it's like me with Xanadu.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Maybe you'll like Xanadu then.
maybe.
Maybe. Anyway.
And you disembark. Who is here to greet them, if anyone?
A regal-looking Aarakocra
Hell yeah.
with a big tentacle coming out his back.
For a hive mind, you're very small.
Oh, this is not the.
Oh, this is another one of Dendro.
Kinda. Isn't
Okay.
that right, Jimmy? or whoever you would like me to call you in this form?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just here to grab the body.
All right.
Oh,
And
well. Okay.
I mean, did you want to be introduced, Piuwhgieawrg?
I've already met Piuwhgieawrg.
I haven't met you, the real you.
You have.
But I haven't.
It's the first time we met, you tried to kill me with magic.
Okay, firstly, that was an accident. And
What?
secondly, you know, have you seen X-Men First Class?
No.
Well, there's a scene where Michael Fassbender, I think it's this film, says, I want to see the real Raven. No, the real Raven. Perfection. I want to see the real Jimmy.
Have you got that to hand, Josh?
I do. Why don't I put that in the group chat while you guys...
Oh no,
go ahead.
should I be scared?
I've seen this. It's amazing.
You make your way and are led towards the core of the Cerebroblex.
Woo!
For the audience at home, this is some AI-generated art. And
This is so cool, Jimmy! It's terrifying! But because you're my friend, it's really cool!
Thank you.
How long does it take to get to this point?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming you started as one, like brain, or like globule, whatever the word is.
I've always been this. You want to join?
Herzelen is such a small town.
You wanna join in?
No,
Why not? It's so cool. You said.
I like my body.
Yeah, and you'll still have that.
So wait, what? Now I'd like to know, like, how do you take people? Do they die, and they become you?
No. No, but all
So
in
you
here.
like just copy
I
and
need
paste?
a deception check if you'd be so kind.
Okay.
Do I need to do a?
Insight roll.
Can I also do one?
Yes. I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
12.
That's a 22.
Okay.
31.
What?
Now, are you speaking telepathically out of your core at this point, or are you speaking out of your body? Out of this Aarakocra body?
You're close enough, so this is just all telepathic now.
Yeah. Yep. You believe the...
We're all in here.
Jeez.
It's like one big happy family. Anyway, offers on the table. Things are happening. Right, we ain't got all this time for chit chat. Maybe when we sort the shit on this planet. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So here's Dendro.
Ah, cool. Thank you. Just put him down on the floor.
Do you know about any kind of ceremony? You know, rest in peace, Froggo.
Do you have something just a little bit more dignified than the floor? Like even a gurney? Do you have a gurney
Well,
on this big ship?
Do we not have the gurney with us?
Put him in one of those chairs, I guess, at a console.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah. Put
an
him in a.
appropriately morbid thing to do.
It's like
actually.
Have you seen that film Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Now that we've established that movies are a thing, it's like, okay, every 2 seconds we gotta
Yeah,
keep them
absolutely.
coming.
Movie references for days.
I love it.
You set Dendro down, and do you want to re-assimilate?
I do. And then I want to know what happens because I've given Dendro away and now I'm
Yeah.
assimilating his body.
Yeah. So you reach out. Is this just with a new tendril or?
Yeah, just another tendril comes out.
Beautiful. So yes, this pulsating gelatinous red tendril moves across the ship very, very quickly. Connects with Dendro. Dendro's physical body liquefies and turns into this red gelatinous ooze that is sucked back into the tentacle. And because you have given away Dendro's life and memories, you've given away the form. You can no longer create him, but what you regain are those max HP total, and the ability to create a new perfect simulacrum.
Excellent.
What happened to the arm?
Arm drops to the floor.
Can we keep the arm at least?
Yeah, let's. Is that cool with you, Jimmy? Can we keep the arm?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's cool shit on there, so.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. You got anyone rattling around in here who's good at who could transfer it over to another device, or should we just carry the arm around? There's some pews, and I think
I don't really want to lose you from the group.
What do you mean?
I don't know, now that we give him back Dendro, I don't really want to be like, oh, here's your body, and now we just carry on with our lives.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not leaving.
Okay, great. Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No.
Well,
Okay, great.
Who are you sending another Dendro or?
No,
Or
Dendro is wrong for the right. You guys are cool,
Thanks.
but you could be cooler, right?
Life is good, but it could be better.
But it could be better. Okay, so that's my role that I'm taking on. Yeah, I'm here to plug the holes in the leaking ship.
What hole's he plugging?
Dendro's not the right size plug.
No, he was quite small.
Not big enough for you.
Careful, he was a child.
Whatever floats your boat. So yes, I will be joining you. As to the question, do I have anybody that can
Pew.
work with robotics and technomancy?
If there's anyone who can help with the virus on the ship as well.
Oh, I got that covered.
And anyone that is really good with medical equipment.
Yeah, got that covered. Don't need. That's the cool bit.
You probably got the cool package.
That's the cool bit we're gonna get to.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I've never done this in front of a crowd before.
Oh, it's okay. This is a really loving, safe space.
Okay. And if you can't perform, that's all right as well.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Just imagine us in our underwear.
No, out of my control room.
I go outside, but try and peek in.
No, Suzie, we must
The
respect
door's
his
closed.
privacy. He will show himself to us in time.
Okay.
I hate this. Anyway.
You hear a sloshing sound from inside.
Oh, I hate that. I walk so far away from the ship to avoid hearing this.
Good sounds. It's working.
And
God.
when you return,
Yes.
I put this in your hands.
So you're in the docks, waiting, and then this character comes on out.
Ooh.
So,
A pew pew and a medical kit.
yeah, yeah.
That awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Kieran?
go ahead and describe your new character.
Oh my god! Well, now I feel like a bastard for not wearing this.
That's incredible.
Out walks a halfling in full battle gear with a shield strapped across his back, a pistol in a holster alongside a deactivated vibro dagger, and then holding in his other hand his trusty medical pack. Right.
Oh my god.
My name is Jamie.
Hi, Janie.
Good to meet you, Jamie.
I'll be the one coming along with you.
All right. Thank you. Just real quick. I just want to check because last time we had a child come with us. Are you a child?
Is that supposed to be because I'm small?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
That
It's
is
literally
very
because
hurtful.
No.
I promise you, it has
Dendro was a
nothing to do with
literal
that.
child.
Dendro was like the human equivalent of 15, and we should have not used the language around him that we used. And I just need to know if I need to be censoring myself.
Okay. I feel like you still haven't gotten it that Dendro's body was a child.
No, I get it.
But
it
it's
just,
still like me inside.
I know. It just feels
Right.
weird.
If it lets you sleep at night, this body is an adult. Yes.
Okay,
All right. We can say shit around you without feeling weird ourselves, because it
Yeah.
will take a while to kind of no pun intended, assimilate the, hive mind being not the body and mind not the same, Just takes a while to get used to.
Okay. I mean, I guess this is taking me a while for it to make sense to me because I've never had to deal with outsiders. But I suppose I shouldn't have died if I didn't want to bring attention to myself. Should we have a look at your ship?
Yeah, that sounds great. And sorry about that age question. I realize how that might have been interpreted. I did not mean it that way. I apologize.
Okay.
All right, come take a look at my ship.
Sure.
I won't even make you roll for it. If you would like to download the technomancy spells off of that arm onto your wrist pad, you're more than welcome to do so.
I would like to do that just as I'm going along. Just copy those across.
They are transferred rather than copied.
Nice.
Very, very cool.
We'll keep the arm in like on the mantelpiece in the ship.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Aww.
I'm a weird lady.
Why don't you just give it back?
I feel like we have slightly more sentimental attachment to that body than maybe you do.
Well, no, not to me. I mean, to the Warforged it came from. I feel like they might have more sentimental value to it because it's their arm.
But we don't have any thing of Dendro.
Weed'll have made a new one at this point.
And I know weed enough that I say that. But I can ask next time we see them. I can be like, "Hey, did you want that arm back?" And if they want it back, we'll give it back. But for now, I mean, I don't want it to just collect
For now,
dust.
it's just going on the mantelpiece like a deer head from a hunt. Okay.
We went hunting Dendro.
No, but you've mounted him all the same. Right. Let's have a look at this virus.
Do you understand now why I just wanted to make sure you're an adult so that we can say these sort of things? And it's weird when there's a kid here.
What about that one? And I'll point at Tilly.
Jamie, you haven't
Tilly's
had breakfast.
high. Tilly's very mature for her age.
Again, I
Absolutely
know.
stuffs an enormous piece of pastry into her face.
Baklava. That's what I made.
Baklava, that's right.
Jamie, I've made for you a creme brulee.
Thank you.
You haven't had breakfast.
Okay. And I'll take that and I'll put it to the side of the command console.
Porgy is so hurt right now.
I'll eat it in a bit. I've got Piuwhgieawrg. Your pastries are nice, but we're still on a time limit.
His ears are like down, like really sad.
You can eat the creme brulee while you do computer stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jamie.
I'll take a spoon and I'll have a piece. And then I really want to start working.
Yeah, no, we do need to go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you will reborn the Phoenix in a new body.
Yes.
Very, very fun. Same deal, but it's you making the check.
Can I give the help action?
So you can do it with advantage.
Can I give the help action with the power of my creme brulee?
No!
No, I'm kidding. No, Susie, you do it.
This is a intelligence history roll with advantage. DC 25.
Hey. Nope, can't do it.
I will give you the option of...
Can I just like reach a tentacle in?
Yeah, reach your tentacle in and just jack up your stats a little bit. If you like.
Yeah.
Just while you're here.
Intelligence based skills, so plus 10.
Yeah.
27.
There you go.
Woo!
Go.
Well done.
It takes a boost, but you are able to isolate and either you can get this virus out and see what it has and like take a closer look at it, or you can just delete it. It's your choice.
I want to isolate it, figure out exactly where it is sending information back to.
Yeah.
And then I would like to spoof it. So I don't want to delete it.
Okay.
I want to make it my own. And then be able to be in control of what gets sent back.
Beautiful. You know that this thing is just like ambiently collecting information, and when it is within a gate's travel of that shipwreck mining ship that you guys were on, it will send the information back to it. So you have the opportunity now to like tinker with everything that it's already got, and change anything. You can feed it whatever you want before that gets sent off.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a the trick of this is that it will be the trigger for it getting sent isn't up to you. So if you take control of when it gets sent, it will look weird to the people that are receiving it.
Keep it being sent the same. I want it to operate the same way.
Yes.
But just the data is different. So like if we were going to gate to Unan,
yeah,
it would be like, oh, they gated to a different planet.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You isolate and spoof.
Can you put in a little something that like looking up limerence and like leaving a review for Budding? Because I told someone I met who helped me out that I would put in a good word around where I went for her shop. So, and she's from Limerence. She's very cool. Her name is Commodie. So
you're asking me to modify this virus to send back a recommendation for a shop on a planet.
No, the shop is on Unan actually, but if it could, I mean, I guess it could tell if I left the review or not. I should leave a review. But yeah, if you could just like, looking up that shop, give it. Can I leave a review on my wrist pad?
Yeah, you can leave a review on your wrist pad.
I leave a review, and then a glowing review. I say, okay, so if you could make it so that we are looking at coordinates to go to Limerence. And I'll mention in my review, like, Commodie also had some wonderful, really reminded me of how much I love Limerence. It's so wonderful living on such a multicultural planet as Unan. And then make it look like we're looking at going to Limerence.
Well, I mean, I can make the next like packet say that we're going there. Yeah.
Fabulous, thank
you. They won't get it till we jump again, but
that's
sure.
Great. That's great. Oh, you're amazing, Jamie.
I know.
That's the thing. So obviously your name's Jamie, but would you get offended if we accidentally called you Jimmy or Gymnopus or what's the name?
You don't know it.
You don't know it.
Oh, well, retcon that sentence.
I mean, Jimmy is just like a nickname of Jamie anyway.
If you're comfortable with it, I was fully planning on just calling you Jamie D.
Yeah, I can't really like change your mind yet. So
I mean, if you didn't like it, you could. If you didn't like it, you could tell me, and I would respect that.
I don't care.
You said you liked Jimmy D.
I did. It's true.
All right, and this is just like a fun little combining.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. All right, I'll call you whatever. We got shit to do.
Yeah.
So let's have a little. Let's channel Ilnival, shall we? What do we need to do? A god.
Right, we need. Wait, no, we can't go anywhere first because we have things we need to solve on this planet.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what do we need right now to stop the Silt Mother? Yeah?
How much fuel does the ship hold?
Does the Phoenix?
Fuel. It holds 10. I was at 7 out of 10. I don't know if I burned any just going to this other place, but...
Oh, just coming to this ship now?
Yeah.
That, and... I won't charge you anything yet.
Okay.
That.
It holds 10 fuel units. And my ultimate shard capacity is 80.
Right, and what's your levels at?
My fuel?
Yeah.
And my ultimate shard capacity, my fuel's at 7, and I have 5 arcane units left.
Right,
I did 3 jumps at 25 arcane units per jump.
How long?
Can you
How
charge
does it take
me?
to like? I wanna just transfer a bit of fuel in, if I can.
To the Phoenix?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you can fully transfer some fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 3 units.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, do you also have arcane units up for grabs by any chance?
If they're a transferable thing, yeah. How many did you say you needed? 5.
I'm at 5 out of 80.
Out of 8? So
75.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Well, I've got 40,000, so.
Oh,
Oh, Suzie, you'd fucking love this ship.
I have to. One day when we have more than 7 hours left, closer to 6
I'll
and a
let you
half.
have a look at engineering. Oh, it's a fucking beaut.
We need to batter the dread bakers into a little dough and then put it in the oven. And they could be a taste of their own pastry.
All right, yeah.
That's great energy, yeah. Keep it.
I'm not playing this game. Anyway.
Do we know where the Dread Bakers are?
You know that they are around a 3-hour trek from the watchtower.
Oh,
Could we fly there?
Sure.
Are you done transferring the stuff in my things?
Yes, by the end of another 20 minutes or so, you are done doing that.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna love you and leave you. And
Well, I mean, I'm here.
you're yeah. I just mean like we're gonna take the ship out of you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's not. I'm not the ship.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
The rest of the situation is completely normal.
It is to me.
That's fair, actually. Apologies.
I have a problem with personifying ships sometimes. My apologies. Just you kind of like combined with it. In you know, it's been a long few days.
We
okay?
don't have time.
Again, I know it's been a long few days because I've been there for it.
Oh no, I know you know. I just have to say it out loud to allow myself to feel it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, you guys. We are going to find the Dread Bakers. Let's go fly and check out areas around 3-hour walks away from the watchtower.
I'm on my way.
Can I do like a ship scan?
Your ship stuff.
A ship scan.
Ship scan, go for it.
I'm on my
Are
way.
you taking off, or are you letting the Phoenix go?
The Phoenix are going,
Yeah.
but I want to scan from the ship as wide as I can
Yeah, go for it.
to try and catch them. 17.
17. Whatever this planet's doing is keeping you well hidden. So, is that not what you were looking for? You're looking for the Githyanki?
Sorry, no, I was scanning to see a better location of where the bakers were.
Oh, I see. So you're scanning from the Phoenix as Jamie.
Scanning from the pathogen. Can I not do that?
I think your scans don't end up showing you what you want. In this moment, there is magical interference.
Okay.
In that direction.
I'm on my way from Gymnopus to Dread Bakers today.
Oh no.
I tried my best.
It's too difficult to get the timing right to do it properly.
Normally in those situations, I just stay committed to my timing, and I just know that I'm correct for the other person.
Yeah.
But I know it's just a travesty on stream. It's fine.
It's all good. I'm looking forward very much to being in the room with you guys. It's gonna be great.
Yes!
It's gonna be so good.
Is this where we promo the charity event? No, I'm kidding.
Who knows? Maybe our characters will show up somewhere scattered around this world at some point.
Maybe.
Oh! Anyway.
This is not to get into now, but just like a pin in I have spent a minute observing the pathogen.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Checking out my ship.
Yeah.
Checking out the ship.
Okay, you can have a full. When we come back, you can have a full look.
Thank
Does it
you.
have a 6-pack of fuel?
Ooh.
Is it what?
No, ignore me. I'm in a weird mood today.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Is it all good, Suzie?
It's all good. It's all
Right, Dread
Focus.
Bakers!
That's why I'm here.
All right.
Focus.
You fly your spaceship over the forest. And as you go, you see that the forest beyond the watchtower opens out around this wide river that you know flows next to Wild Folks Folly lower down. But up here in the north, it is even larger, and paths snake from it and create these wetlands, these pools of black, fetid water in which gnarled, rotting, living trees grow. And it is in this area that your scanning technology ceases to function within the Phoenix.
I guess that means we're close to something.
And down below you, on a little islet in the middle of this river, is a building that you, Piuwhgieawrg, recognize very well indeed.
No, please don't tell me it's...
It's your bakery.
No!
The Urswef Bakery, and that future site that Merlin had that was projected suddenly makes more sense to you now.
No! Stop right there!
Okay, I'm stopping.
No!
What's going on? What's going on?
That's...
Is that your home?
That's the bakery?
Okay. Come here, sweetie. Come here.
Why is it here?
Shall we go
Well,
find out?
That's where the bakers are, so let's just
Are you
shoot it.
saying they kidnapped my bakery?
It's probably magics.
Well, I'm getting my bakery back. Not until it kills me, because I made a pact I wouldn't die until I find John. But very close to death. Land. Suzie, we land. Right now.
Alright, I'm landing.
It is not possible to land on this little island.
Yeah,
There
I'll
is-
land in the river, like beside the river.
I leap into the river. I'm kidding.
You land, and the ship sinks just a little bit into the earth. And that smell greets you as you make your way out of the ship. That rotting, fetid scent of pools of water from behind, even as the river flows clean and clear ahead of you. And on the wind from the bakery, the smell of pastries in the air. Outside of the bakery stands a woman that you might recognize from description. An air genasi wearing a purple, deep, rich purple suit with sort of a sash over it. One shoulder bare, bald head is Madame Arcadia.
Oh.
And the wind whips around her, and her voice travels to you, though she stands across the river. Many have come for various reasons, and I had mine. And now we all serve the Silt Mother. So what brings you to the heart of her power? To the Silt Mouth?
That is my home.
Piuwhgieawrg, show a little control.
You did not watch my home and my family go.
I watched
Why
mine.
do you have my home?
I don't know. This building was here when I arrived. My
That
home
doesn't
was-
mean it's yours.
I never said it was.
I thought I heard you. That's my mistake. I thought I heard you say that. I'll retcon that.
This building somehow made its way into the possession of the Silt Mother,
No.
and now I am her voice.
It did not. It did not. I did not give away the Ursweth bakery to the Silt Mother. I did not give it to anyone. I want my home back.
Then it is your right to claim it. Though I warn you that to challenge the Silt Mother is a grave mistake.
What if we called a meeting with her?
She is already here. And from the river, this wet sand and dirt and silt forms into the cowled figure that you saw when you first arrived on this world. And in her hand, there is a flower made from your blood. And she puts it behind one ear. And Madame Arcadia speaks, and it is with the Silt Mother's voice. You have caused much consternation in me, Suzie Coyne. You pay tribute and are beloved by the land. And you have fought the Edifitra Titan, all things for which I am grateful. And then you and your compatriots destroyed my general and set back my plans for the city and for the tower. What's the meaning of this?
There were lives that were not meant to end yet. And thus we wanted to preserve them.
I am not a monster, speaking out of the mouth of another. Those who surrender to the rightful will of the ruler of these lands are spared. Raises a hand with long silt sand fingers, and from the opposite bank emerge dozens, hundreds of figures of all races. Many look to be new faces here. Lots of bounty hunters, people who would have come out here to claim various the heads of Benvolio, for example, or the Silt Mother herself. Soldiers and families of Wild Folk's Folly are out here. Various Moonlight Carnival members, and you see Benvolio himself and the crew of the Desert Wind stand on the opposite bank.
Be can't of Suzie.
Many of these are of those who have challenged me to end my life or prevent me from continuing my campaign against the Wild Folk's Folly. All fell and are under my sway now.
What do you have against Wild Folks' Folly?
It brings destruction from beyond the stars. Juthra will happen again. This land will be exploited by an endless army. As soon as they have their foothold. And I will not see what happened to my husband happen again. They're back.
Who's they?
Inside your vessel. One of them lives.
I wondered if we maybe had something.
A spirit in a spade. They killed my husband and took him from the land.
Bro.
The spade sparkles inside the ship.
Alright, so you know we have the spade. Can you show us the air swifts?
You wish to meet my champions?
Yes, please.
You have but to challenge me. What do you say? I will give you what you want. Piuwhgieawrg erswef. But first a little game. And if I win, you join them. A third champion.
I will not become a disgrace like those Swifts.
Piuwhgieawrg, I think I need you to be prepared for if you recognize the air swifts that are her current champions.
And you, Suzie, what would you have? I would take the spade. Your loyalty would be appreciated, but I could give you whomever you wanted. I might even be able to investigate some of the voices that clamor in your mind.
I mean, I'll tell you, ideally what I'd like is for you to relinquish control of all of these people and let them make the choices themselves without fear of the danger you pose to them. That's what I'd like, ideally, if we're being honest here.
Question.
Yes.
Are they charmed, these people?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, cool.
I will release my hold on them if you win, Suzie. This is acceptable to me.
May we have a word amongst ourselves, please?
Of course.
Why is there a word to be had?
This is about...
Piuwhgieawrg, there's definitely a word to be had.
Well, first and foremost, the spade.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how much you and Neil have... You said you and Neil had talked about what his response would be, but I don't want to make choices for Neil.
It will have to be further discussed.
Okay,
with
cool.
him.
Thanks. All right. So I'm not gonna become loyal to her. I feel bad for her. But like not so much that I feel that it overrides how bad I feel for these folks and the folks whose lives are being ruined and taken away, you know?
Including Benvolio.
Pardon?
What?
I don't know what to do.
If we want to fight her, Does that mean that we're gonna have to fight our champions?
I think so, and I don't think we should put you in that position. Looking at Piuwhgieawrg.
What?
Piuwhgieawrg?
If that's your house, and there's 2 champions,
Who else got sent away as well as John?
No. Josh, no. 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 My parents are the kindest and loving creatures.
I believe you.
And they can probably be charmed.
No.
It's no failing on their part.
No.
But we don't have to fight them.
I'd rather not kill my parents.
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to kill them.
Okay, that's very much what sounded like this conversation was going.
No, I was saying that we don't have to fight them. Like, because this is like this arch-fate bullshit, but it's like, oh, here's my champion, here's your champion, let's make them fight for us. Like, why don't we just fucking fight her over there?
I don't think that's how she wants it to go.
Oh, should we do what she wants?
Well, I don't think we have an option, Jamie.
So it's all right to fight your parents.
No, it's not.
Right
but
then. This is my point. If my intuition is correct, like if we just like incapacitate her, then this charm is gonna go away.
How do we convince her that we fight her?
We don't need to convince. Piuwhgieawrg, have you ever been in a fight?
Have you not witnessed what we have been doing for the last insert time frame here?
4 to
I was
5
there.
days.
You don't like ask it out with your opponents first. You throw a punch.
I don't know, that's kind of what happened with the Buck of Autumn.
Yeah,
Well,
but that was like
that's going
fair.
back
Why is my
Fey
accent
rules.
merging with your accent? This is gonna fuck with me.
That's kind of like, that's Fey rules. We don't have to play by Fey rules.
That's what I'm saying.
But won't you just summon them anyway?
Yeah, and then we just like dodge them or put them to sleep.
The thing I'm kind of concerned about is the legions of people on the other side as well, because we can kind of dodge 2 people or put them to sleep, but when everyone gets mixed up in all that business, it gets a bit funky, right? What if I
I just can't believe it.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
If this is about you assimilating them,
No, gee. How did Merlin fight the buck the first time?
was in the trial.
Oh, you were there for that. They
Oh,
had a
fuck.
thief.
Oh,
How-
Buck!
They had a thief off, right?
Yeah.
Piuwhgieawrg, how would you feel having a bake-off?
Yeah, see, okay, so here's the thing. I've been trying to figure out that same thing, because we have to get her to challenge us so we can
Oh yeah. Mm.
So here's what
Plumleaf and Paul Bollywood are here.
Yep.
Can't fucking believe it.
So you guys are talking, and as you talk, you just notice that more and more and more people are showing up. And there are an additional 4 individuals who appear on the opposite bank who each seem in their own right to be as potent as the Buck of Autumn was.
Do I recognize any of them?
You would recognize at least a couple of these people. And Madame Arcadia will just interrupt. My apologies for interrupting. I just thought it might help you to understand better the situation. This is the heart of my power. And I rule all of Testuea. The Fae here follow me, and while you have defeated one, I see your fighting form is back up to snuff, Suzie. I am greater, and have an army, and have a replacement for my general in Madame Arcadia far more potent than he. The other Fae are Pimplepus the Nipple Pincher.
I hate Pimplepus the Nipple Pincher.
Who,
Hate him.
who's sort of like a medium stature goblin is what you guys sort of see.
He'll steal your nipples.
No.
Regina the Hag, who is sort of like a Fae hag who has a power to communicate with beasts and was of great help during the battle against Chuthra. A woman you don't recognize, but her name is Taria, who's the fairy lady of Toads, who is a woman with sort of like a human face, but with eyes sort of like large and to the side and sort of like slimy skin. And there's basically an ant, an enormous tree folk, who you would also recognize. This is Tetrabon, or Grovenfeld, who is the sovereign of Whiteathon, one of the subordinate territories to Testuea. The common thread between these people is that they seem to be Fae who fought Juthra at one time or another.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the last thing I will say is that your setback is only that. Soon we march, and all will fall before us, and you cannot stop that by brute force alone. So, what will you do? And then there is silence.
Are we seriously going to challenge her to a bake-off?
1 second. Let me just think about what I know of these things. With this, the person who's challenged
Gets to decide the nature of the conflict.
Can we decide the location?
Can you decide?
Like, can we as the challenger set another set of parameters?
Yes. Sure. We'll do it that way.
If not, that's all good.
It's first you agree upon the terms of the challenge. The challengee, the challenged decide the nature of the conflict, and I'll say where and
Okay.
as well.
Cool. Then yeah, that kind of.
If it comes to a fight, we can battle on the pathogen. A lot more bodies there.
Yeah.
But
We have to make sure she doesn't name where it takes place.
we're in shit right now.
Yeah.
Like more than I was expecting.
Yep. I'm gonna go back out to the everyone. My lady, after the tragic passing of your husband, You didn't become the presiding fae over this area for a while. And I'm afraid in the many years I've been away, I don't know who else has been in line and you have destroyed or got one over. Because I don't really know the details of your claim on this land.
My claim is legitimate. My husband's lands are mine by right of might. And though I left it to the Allegiance of Five, as they called themselves once, an alliance of lesser archfey, to avoid the coming in of another conqueror. Once Wild Folk's Folly was once again host to those enemies of my husband, I saw fit to bring them to heel.
Do you think that all beings who come from other planets are enemies of your husband?
Not at all.
Then there's a specific faction that...
And they will use the innocent people of Wild Folk's Folly to their ends. So I will take their tools from them and make this world no longer hospitable. The city may surrender, or it may fall.
Are you planning on challenging the other Archfey to their territories?
Who else lays claim to my land?
No, I mean outside of Tiswea. There's a whole other planet for people to build spaceports on.
Have they done so yet?
Not yet, because, I mean, honestly, it's probably easy for them to have it all going down here, but people want to come to this planet, and people on this planet want to leave this planet sometimes. I'm sure there are many amongst your number who want to leave this planet.
Indeed. But they do not call it Wild Folk's Folly for nothing. I take away the tools of my enemies, and will make war on them as I see fit. If you take exception to my methods, you are welcome to challenge me, or you may go and die fighting my armies when they march upon the morrow.
I am very sorry for your loss. I have not lost someone who was to me what the Clay Father was to you. But I have lost a lot, and I know some fraction of that grief.
Your pity is received with the spirit in which it is given. Now tell me, are you friend or foe, Suzie Coin?
I'm holding an intervention.
You have no authority to do so.
I'm holding an intervention. I challenge you.
Challenge must have parameters. What will you take should you win?
If I win, you no longer attack any of the settlements here on Tiswea, nor the people they belong to, or anyone who comes there.
And release everyone.
And release everyone. Yeah, no,
and
that's
give back my bakery and my parents?
You would have me end my war.
Yeah.
Understood. And if I should win, I will take what is commensurate. The service and loyalty of all your crew, access and ownership of all your belongings.
I mean, I'm gonna have to ask my crew if they're cool with that, you see, because it's not up to me to choose for them. I know that you are in the habit of choosing for your people, but I don't do that with mine.
I am monarch here. It is my right, but you may speak to your crew.
All right, folks.
Well, we better win.
I have an idea.
Is it better than the bake-off?
Well, I mean, we've been listening to your idea and you've just challenged her.
Okay, but I don't want to say what my idea is in case she hears it. I think it at Jimmy D. In the fight against the Buck of Autumn, they got to name who is representing themselves.
Yeah. Who are you gonna name?
Hellebore.
Will it work?
It's a gamble. He likes me and
That's
is
good.
working with people from off-world.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Juthra. These people who follow her, they were also there. If they see him fighting, if they're not under charm,
Might sway their thoughts.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Undo their charm?
No, if they're not charmed, because those fae, the fucking nipple pincher and all them, I don't know if they're charmed. They might just be following her. Like the Buck, I don't think he was charmed.
Mm-hmm.
If we could maybe sway some of them over to fight with us, or at least not fight us.
Are those terms accepted?
Suzie, before you accept, I just want to hand in my resignation as part of your crew.
Yeah, everyone do that real quick. Everyone, register your
longer-
resignation.
I'm
Okay?
just hanging about. If you need a hand, I'll give you a hand, but I'm officially not part of your crew.
Yeah, no, do that. Actually, everyone, go into the ship's logs, tender your resignation.
Just like on my wristpad.
Yeah, just
I'll
on
make
your
you a little-
wristpad.
I'm gathering all my
letter of
belongings that will
resignation.
potentially be taken. Just give me one moment.
No, don't let them know you're doing it. And
Well,
we'll
they're
pull
gonna
it
notice
out.
that we're all gone.
No. You're not part of... Because she just said, my crew.
Yeah.
Don't let them know that you're not part of my crew anymore.
I know that bit.
So you can still, like, be involved in, like, if we're backing Elbor up if he comes, or any fighting, but don't let them know. So that she will be like, ah, yes, the crew, we're getting the crew if we win. But the crew's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everyone tender your resignation letter.
Done.
Alright. Alrighty. So, the terms are...
If you win, I shall release these people, abandon my war, and will not attack those who frequent either of the settlements, Wild Folks Folly, or of the castle, the watchtower, the lug, whatever you want to call it. If I should win, I will have undying loyalty and possession and ownership of any and all of your possessions, the possessions of those of your crew.
Alright. the last thing I'll say before we go into this. When we fought Juthra, we fought against tyranny.
I was there. I saw it.
So perhaps if you gaze into these waters, you'll recognize in your own reflection similar actions as those we fought back then.
You would have me look upon myself.
I would have you self-reflect. I think it might be healing for you.
What would be healing for me is to prevent evil and destroy what has wrought so much devastation.
By becoming a new
Already.
evil? Okay.
I am not evil. I am monarch.
Depending on the person you ask, they're the same thing.
All is perspective, and all that can be counted on is the territory you defend.
Wow, the Esmerans used to think something real similar about their empire.
The challenge is accepted.
Alrighty then. I nominate Hellebore to represent myself.
And I represent the Airsweps, my dread bakers, to represent myself. And the method that shall be is a bake-off.
Shit.
Why didn't we go with the bake-off?
To be held here and now, and out from the bakery come Garant and Lowry.
You fucking arsehole, Josh!
Oh, Piuwhgieawrg! Hello! How are you? Hello! Oh, it's so lovely to see you! You're all right? After all that craziness, we didn't know where you were. I'm so glad that you're here, that you're all right.
I'm so emotionally conflicted right now, Papa!
Oh, why is that, darling?
I mean, I died, I technically didn't. Turns out I'm a sorcerer. Turns out my great baking didn't actually come from my amazing talent.
What are you talking about? Of course you have talent.
Oh, well, okay, yes, but also my magic. Did
Your
you know about
magic?
this?
That's fantastic. I didn't know about any magic.
Oh, really? You liar, liar, pants on fire.
We had a bakery, and it wasn't exactly like normal bakeries, but it wasn't like instantaneous. We still got the ingredients together and put them in the oven.
Yeah, was there no process in between?
No,
I've been
really.
informed. I've been informed that's not how baking works.
Well, from seeing other people try to do it, it seems like it's not normal, no.
Never thought maybe we should have that kind of communication. You know, that is the recipe for a healthy family dynamic is communication.
Did we not try? We tried to communicate very... we didn't know anybody
When?
else did. What are you talking about, when? Well, of course
When did we talk about this?
Talk about what?
That we aren't normal bakers.
No, but we just sort of knew what we had been taught. So it wasn't ever about... We didn't know it wasn't normal. We've sort of learned this in the interim period as well.
There must have been a point when... when
Yes.
we didn't know that we were magic.
Right.
And a point when we knew, our ancestry knew there was magic. How does this happen?
I don't know.
Well, thank you very much, Ma, or Pa, Whichever one is talking right now.
Say it's Ma. Where's John?
We don't talk about John. No.
Did he do you wrong? That's not
No,
what we
John
thought
would
about
never
John.
do that.
John was such a
John
lovely boy.
is on Vulpicar.
I don't know what that is.
Very far away. It's on the to-do list. But right now, you're taking part in a bake-off because you're now apparently the Dread Bakers and servant of the Silt Mother.
People keep calling us that. We're just baking over here. We basically what happened was when
You kidnap people?
What are you talking about? No, of course we don't kidnap people. No, what happened was there was this crazy explosion of magic, right? And we in the bakery were sort of here in these woods. And a very lovely lady came to us and said, there are terrifying beasts in the woods, and I'll protect you if in exchange you'll bake for me every once in a while. And we thought that was very lovely.
You didn't think of maybe doing some research, maybe, broadening out your resources, see if, you didn't just you didn't maybe make sure that you weren't entering a sort of really weird contract with some really malevolent being?
But that's not at all what it's been. Has it been, Garant? No, that's not at all what it's been. No, it's been absolutely lovely. We have been here, and every once in a while, some people come, and they're very upset, and they're feeling all these things, and then we bake for them, and they feel so much better.
Why do you think they are upset, Mother?
They all have their various reasons, but it all boils down to the same thing. They need a good meal, and that's what we provide. What? I thought you liked baking. Providing lovely things for people.
Oh, I love baking. I mean, ask everybody here.
Hello, it's lovely to meet all of you. Are you Piuwhgieawrg's friends?
Yes. Hello. My name's Suzie. It's a pleasure to meet you. Piuwhgieawrg is just so wonderful.
Oh, I'm so glad you two are getting along.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Isn't the Silt Mother great?
She's been nothing but lovely to us.
Yeah.
Jamie, I will push you into the river.
What? I mean, you can say whatever you want to. You can say whatever you want to them. They're charmed.
Do they seem charmed?
No.
They're just confused.
Oh no. So yes, and everybody who's come has tried to bake, bless them, but they're not terribly good yet. But we're giving everybody lessons.
You're such wonderful, kind people. I know I'm very fortunate to have you as parents, but also it does mean that people do take advantage of your kindness.
In what way?
Oh my...
I'm afraid...
Suzie,
Yeah?
how much do you know about Fae challenges?
A bit.
Can we? Is it too late to sub our champion? Because I mean, Hellebore's not here yet, so can we tap out?
Yes, where is Hellebore?
1 second. He's coming a long way from the territory from Rasgar.
Rasgar, yeah.
The territory that he's looking after most of the time, even though this territory could kind of be his too. 1 sec. I go into the woods. I find a mushroom.
Yeah.
I prick my finger
Yeah.
and touch the mushroom.
Yeah.
And say, hello, Piano Shrimp. I hope you're well. I was wondering if you could get a message to Hellebore.
Oh, he knows.
Is he gonna come?
Sure.
Are you gonna be the arbiter of this fight?
Yeah.
Nice. What are your favorite flavors?
That would be telling.
No, it wouldn't, because we didn't. I mean, it's not against the rules.
Well, hello there, Suzie.
There we go.
Just sort of like descending from the sky at terminal velocity and slamming into the ground next to you. Giant satyr, liquid streaming from his mouth and this grin, 6 fingers on his left hand and these elaborate ram horn antlers. Hello, Suzie.
Hey there, Hellebore. How you doing?
Oh, I've been quite well. How are you?
I'm in a bit of a pickle.
I see that you've volunteered me for a challenge against the Silt Mother.
Well, here's the thing. I hear you've been trying to get a message to someone.
Wine?
All right, thank you.
There you go.
I hear you've been trying to get a message to someone, and we've been trying to deliver that message for you because the Silt Mother kind of messed up your way of getting that message delivered.
I gave that to Tilly.
Yeah, but Tilly's a little distracted right now because...
That's Tilly's fault.
No, it's because she misses her family.
What
Silt
does that
Mother
have to
kinda
do with
tried-
anything?
Anyway. Here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
We can't deliver that message for you
Yes.
effectively. It can't happen
Right.
until the Silt Mother lets up control of her little charmed / confused buddies.
That's true.
This is true. And, we've talked about my usefulness before. About how...
Unbreakable Suzie coin.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean I'm the most powerful, except for in the way that you said it made me powerful because it can keep coming at me and I'll keep getting back up.
Sure.
So, here's the thing. You can take the Silt Mother easy peasy.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm flattered that you think so highly of me.
Yeah. How good are you at baking?
I'm awful.
Oh
Okay, well, we've entered a bake-off.
I will politely refuse, and there's reason for that beyond me not being so good at the thing that you're suggesting that I do.
Can we sub in a second?
You can name whoever you wish, if your first choice is not willing.
All right, but
no! Can the arbiter be John?
will you?
No.
No, I'll name Piuwhgieawrg as the second, and then
Yes.
Piuwhgieawrg. But can you hang around, showing yourself on our side?
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Why not?
Because a lot of Fae here hate my guts.
Even Pimplepuss?
Oh, especially Pimplepuss.
I'm sorry. Did he take your nipples?
No, that's the problem.
You piss off. Why? You fought with them once upon a time.
I did.
Are they pissed off because you didn't take Tiswaya?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I think it's an 18. No, it is a 17.
I'm not lying to you.
What else are they pissed off at you about?
Me taking Piuwhgieawrg would have given them legitimate claims on this continent,
Yeah.
without which they were forced to defend it by their own might as best they could.
Yeah.
And predictably, when a suitably powerful being came along, they fell. And no legitimacy can save them. There is no arbiter, if you will. The world is unbiased in these things, but I had a greater prize in this continent.
And what would that be?
I think you know.
Did you take it?
Oh, I took it. I have so much to share with you, Suzie.
Is the memory, the data core, intact?
Of course.
Would you let us take a route around in there?
Depends. Tell you what. Bring Benvolio to me in the unfettered land. And sure, we'll talk about it.
Here's the thing, though. If I become the Silt Mother's whatever, I can't bring Benvolio to you, so can you just act as a backup and try and claim me from her if she gets me?
Suzie, you know you're my favorite. If you want to be someone's servant for all of time, I'll happily take you from her.
Rather you than her, so alrighty then.
There's certainly a lot more to drink where I'm from.
There is. How's Brewer?
Brewer is awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad. Well, if you will give Brewer my best, I'll be coming up north sometime soon.
With any good luck,
Yeah.
that is.
Do you have any Fae blessings or anything you could help our Piuwhgieawrg out with?
I shouldn't tip the scales in a fair conflict, or the world will tip them the other way.
I got another question. Would it be tipping the scales if you happen to know the world's favorite flavors?
Oh, Suzie, I've missed you.
Yeah, par for the course. I'd come back and step out of the woods, inexplicably holding a glass of wine. It would seem like my nominated champion has refused to take part in this, so I'm gonna have to submit my second. Piuwhgieawrg, how do you feel about bacon? I know you haven't been able to do it very much on this planet. Do you wanna bake for folks?
Suzie. Yes. But I need you to know, where do you think I got my baking skills from?
I don't know.
Kieran
I believe in
cracks each individual finger.
Pa, no!
Oh, child, this is wonderful. You and I get to bake together.
But we don't have John to judge this time!
No, there's a strange mushroom person who judges, and that is very odd. But where is John, anyway?
We please not talk about John right now.
All right,
this
we
is
don't
already
talk
weird
about
enough as it
John.
is. No. But
But
it was our wedding day.
your wedding day.
John from Volpicon. It was our wedding day. Okay.
Other times, people have had up to 2 people baking against the 2 of us. Do you want to do a 1-on-1, or do you want to do a 2-on-2 with me and your mother on this side?
Folks, which one of you thinks they're relatively decent at baking, and I can vaguely tell you what to do?
Are there ingredients, or like, is this
And the landscape
magic?
changes, and you see that the Urswift Bakery grows and encompasses you, and you are in this enormous
Outdoor tent.
outdoor tent.
Mary Berry's there.
See, I always told my parents we should get an extension. We should have an outdoor pub.
And you see ovens are set up, and
They have those cool
baking
doors that they
stations.
can just like wrap underneath.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, what
Oh,
the fuck?
these
It's
are
such a cool oven!
magical.
Right?
Magical
All
oven!
of the baking ingredients and equipment that you could possibly want. These two stations both facing one direction. And at the head there is a mushroom myconid who goes, "Welcome to the Great Destroyan Bake-Off!"
Is there a Matt Frungus and a Noel Meadowing?
Absolutely, those two things, but you said.
I need to know. Look, normally, you know, we're given a week to prepare these meals. Do we have a signature bake? I know we don't know the technical challenge until the actual time. And also, what's the showstopper?
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session, and we will come back next time
can't-
for
what?
the Bake-Off with the Dread Bakers. Tune in then!
All these parents. Goodbye.
Goodbye!